Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DKEN, and welcome back to my incredible podcast. Now, before we continue, please do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and enjoy. And for this episode, please sit back and enjoy MGTOW / Red Pill Compilation number 7.
Your money, energy, attention, and your time. And so people, they feel entitled to this. And men feel entitled to exchange their most important resources for very little in return. And men that don't know how to manage that and negotiate with that, they are going to find themselves having trouble in the marketplace.
Do you want it cheap? Do you want it fast? Or do you want it better? Pick one or two. You're not going to get all three. Do you want women cheaper, faster, or better? Pick one. If you're lucky, two. But you ain't going to get all three. If you want fast peace leave and cheap peace leave, it's going to be sorry ass peace leave and low quality. Don't tell me you're getting a high quality broads. We're going to bust that up real fast. If you want better and faster, you can't get it cheap. It's going to cost you. If you want it better and cheaper, you're not going to get it fast. It's going to come slow. Pause.
Stubbornness is not a good quality. You know, I'm not stubborn per se. I know some real stubborn people. Stubborn people don't want to do it because they just don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do it because I'm like, that ain't the way I'm going. You know, and I'm not walking that way. But stubborn people do it when they get the right information. They still stubborn. I'm still ain't going to do it. Like, I still ain't going to do it right. Oh, that's stubbornness. This is where people have a problem with the world, right? A lot of people that lived in the millennial years, you've been handed a lot of things without earning it. Generation Z is kind of the result of that as well. But and it's the result of parentage from Gen X and baby boomers, overcompensating, no doubt, and or splitting up the family. So a lot of you guys have been ruined. Yeah. But a lot of you have been miseducated, and it is up to you to find whatever your truth is. It's not my truth. Your truth is not my truth. But you got to find out that you've been lied to, not just about women and romance and marriage. You've been lied to about a bunch of things.
The divorce rate is actually a lot more than 50%. These are people who legally detach. They don't talk about the ones that the woman told them to look over that cliff right there. You see how far that is? Yeah. If I drop you, you out. She just showed you the ledge, and you'd be like, God damn. So down there, I don't get to see my kids no more, huh? And I get to lose my house, huh? And the car, everything I work for. It's cheaper to keep her, baby. Happy wife, happy life. We could just be roommates. See, that's probably additional 25% of people.
Women will say they're supporting themselves, and they'll be doing the bare minimum. Nissan Altima payment, 8 years, $78 a month. They'll have no car insurance. They'll be living in a damn hot sweat box, 1-bedroom apartment, studio apartment with all they clothes crammed into 400 square feet. And they'll be bragging. Now, let you do that. Let you bring her back to that, and you ain't a Chad or Tyrone. Let you bring her back to that apartment and see what she says to you. She'd be like, this it? You struggling. But her, she's winning in life.
What's happening when you remove the father? Kid grows up in poverty. Kid more likely to be pregnant as a teen. Behavioral problems, child abuse, incarceration. 72% of the people incarcerated grew up single mother household. The father absence crisis in America. When you remove the father, you destroy the family. When you destroy the family, you destroy the culture.
Women don't love you guys. I'm just let you know. This is how it works. They receive love. We give love. They don't return it back. They do us favors. And then guess what? They're off back shopping. They off back trying to have it all. They off back at their career. You're just there to just fill a little bit of time in the void. And then she's on to the next dude. Every divorce is different. So you can't just say he's going to lose half of his assets. Nah, not on a short-term marriage like that. She left prior to there being any kids. That means there's no child support. So he might come out smelling like roses, but he does need to protect himself. But the big key is, why don't you protect yourself going in? Why don't you use the same mindset going into it? No, you won't, because no, she loves me, not my girl, coach. Our love is like no other love. You don't understand. Remember, what you did to get her, what you're going to need to do to keep her are two different things. It's two different skill sets. And you can't do the same thing that you did to get her and think that you're going to keep her doing the same thing. It's just not true. What attracts a woman and what keeps a woman are two different things. There's a metamorphosis that you have to have as a man to be able to keep the woman, because what got her is not going to keep her. And then you lose who you were when you got her. And then what happens? She leaves for the person who used the skill set to get her, because that's what she wanted again. She wanted to feel that again. And it was such a short-lived segment of the relationship Now you're over here in relationship mode. And then she's like, oh, I forgot what it's like to be pursued. Oh, wow, there it is. He got her. A lot of the things you've learned about dating, relationships, and women have been lies. Much of what women tell you about relationship and how to win them over have been lies. I just want them to be funny. And it sounds so one-dimensional. Oh, you want somebody funny? And then you think that you can be lacking everything else and just be funny. Then you find her getting banged out by the dude with the neck tattoo across his neck. You know what I mean? And you're just like, wow. So it's not just one-dimensional. And we often try to figure out, okay, I'm in this lane, I'm in this lane, I'm in this lane. I deserve to have the woman. And it's not that simple. Women wait to have this talk. Hey, we need to have a talk. Once you know we need to have a talk, then you know there's something wrong with you. If he initiates and says, you don't know how to cook, your feet looking raggedy, you know, whatever these criticisms are, then immediately it's going to be turned back into you. So thus, the point of communicating and to try to get her to work on whatever she's deficient at ends up being criticisms about you, and she doesn't take what you're saying to heart. Is that why men don't communicate? They are energy suckers. They are time thieves. They are transactionally money takers. Even when you're not putting money in their hand, they're taking money from you. It's costing you. Just to be with them, it costs you money because you're not flipping coins while you're with her. Time, you just killing time. They're succubuses by nature, succubi by nature. But that's just how they want. All right, guys, I see what you're saying too, but let me just educate you real quick. There's no form of currency more valuable to women than attention. And attention can translate into money. It can translate into a great life. It can translate into great, valuable sexual energy. And it can translate into essentially hitting the lottery. So when you see young women and women in general doing this into the public and on Instagram, TikTok, and all of these apps, just understand attention is her currency.
It's fucking okay to get fucking fat in this fucking institution. No. Right? Fucking zero fucks given as a fucking PFC. Is that right?
How hard? I'm okay. He's so beautiful. Got the music.
Aw. See, the only thing I rap like that is my truck around a tree.
What's up, guys? Have you ever thought that your girlfriend was clingy? You have no idea.
You're right. I do have no idea.
Girls don't want flowers for Valentine's Day.
Well, lucky for me, I won't need this because I have no one. Guys, almost time for Super Bowl. What are your predictions? Who do you think is going to win tonight? My prediction for tonight is that I'm going to wrap my truck around the tree. See, me on the other hand, when I go for a nap, I always wish I don't wake up.
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
I hate this. I hate when they're sweet days. It's so uncomfortable. Feral, like fucking feral. There's mirrors everywhere, so it's like you can easily catch people. Act. Oh, this is nothing. Okay, we're gonna move on to the 35s now. I want you to watch very carefully. Just watch. There's the 5 as 5 pounds. And these are the weights.
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
I hate this. I hate when they're sweet days. It's so uncomfortable. Feral, like fucking feral. Just watch. There's the 5 as 5 pounds. And these are the weights. Excuse me? You don't have to do that. It's okay. No, it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though. See what I mean? All right, here we go.
I just want to share my perspective on this video. If you guys want to watch the full thing, you can go over to her page. First and foremost, as I've said before, There is a big difference between staring at somebody and simply looking or glancing at them. So why did this man look at you? Well, you're in front of him off to the side, you're in his peripheral. You're also taking a video with your camera pointed directly at him, and you're talking to yourself. He's probably watching you wondering, what is she doing? I know I would. Also, you talk about, why would this man come over and help me load my plates? Well, if you watch the video, he sees that you struggle putting plates on the other side. Now, any experienced lifter out there knows when you have a barbell on the ground, if you're doing hip thrusts, if you're doing deadlifts, it's very difficult to put plates on. There's actually a jack they make for you to be able to lift up the barbell so you can put the plates on. He sees that you struggled being an experienced lifter, and he comes over to try and help you because that's what kind people do. Any experienced lifter out there knows what I'm talking about. And I saw the comment where you guys talk about this was a man trying to help out a woman because a man would never help a man. That's not true. This is not misogynist. I've been in the gym for 20 years. I can't tell you how many times I've helped men and women load plates, take plates off, put weights back. It has nothing to do with sex or gender. You help people because it's kind to do. But it's very sad that you took an act of kindness, this man doing something for you, being kind, and turned him into a creep at the gym, talking about how you want to rip his reproductive organ off, he can't produce, and that natural selection should take him out? Really? Trying to make yourself out to be a victim, which you're not. There are women harassed in gyms. You're not one of them. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Don't talk to me.
Stop calling that girl crazy when you know damn well you drove that girl crazy.
My turn. Stop blaming everything on men and learn to take accountability for your bullshit.
Man, I've been watching all these TikToks talking about motherfuckers that don't want to be divorced. Don't get married so you don't get divorced. I got fucking cheated on. I got used. Everything got fucking taken. And then guess what? I still got fucked. I still got to pay $800 something a month in child support. They don't give a fuck about us men down here in these courts telling y'all stay out of these motherfucking courts because guess what? It's all stacked against you. It's all stacked against you. Again, I got cheated on. I got walked out on. I got everything taken from me. And guess what they said? They didn't give a fuck about none of that. All they cared about is how much money I made to this point, and they trying to take everything they fucking can from me. How the fuck is a man supposed to survive? They don't care about your fucking survival. They just want them to fucking survive. It's all bullshit. Fuck marriage.
February 28th, 2022. My 34th birthday. I have cleared out almost everything in this apartment. So I'm moving back in with my parents at 34 years old. My truck broke down, needs a new engine. So I'm borrowing their car at 34 years old. Single, because I'm going through a divorce. Meanwhile, she has a brand new car, brand new house, brand new boyfriend. Just living the life, and I'm stuck back in high school eating my birthday cake alone.
Come tour the Google NYC office with me. The first thing we did was grab lunch. There were so many options and we ate it on the rooftop terrace with an insane view of New York City. I started with a kale salad and had some veggies and the food was actually phenomenal. We then took the scooters to the game room. Yes, they have a game room. How cool is that? They have pong tables and a bouldering wall. Google also has these micro kitchens which are stocked with unlimited snacks and drinks. And here we're just making an oat latte. We worked for literally 2 minutes and then took a nap in these nap pots, and that's another day at the office.
A day in my life getting laid off at Google. So I woke up to this really ominous text from my boss, and I honestly had no idea what it was going to be about. So I called her the minute I woke up and saw this, and she told me to check the news and my email. So I rushed downstairs to find out that I had lost access to basically everything. I couldn't log into my email or even check my calendar. I called my boss back, and we just sobbed over the phone because she was also finding out about my layoff for the first time today too. I started getting calls from a bunch of my coworkers and started finding out who else was let go on my team and some neighboring teams as well. But I think the worst part is that it seems like no one was consulted on this decision and everyone was just finding out about the layoffs at the same time. It just felt like a really bad game of Russian roulette, and there was no consistency around who was let go. It was also not performance-based, so it just felt really random. I opened up LinkedIn, which honestly was not great for my mental health. There were so many people who were in the same boat that were both equally as shocked and blindsided, but it did help me feel a little less alone. Honestly, I spent so much of the day crying that I just felt so tired from being sad and wanted to do something that would just make me feel better. Luckily, I have an annual pass, so I headed over to Disneyland because I wanted to go eat my feelings. So I started off with a cinnamon galaxy churro and then went to the teriyaki turkey leg. This is a special limited edition item for the Lunar New Year celebration at Disney California Adventure. I had some Rice Krispie, a corn dog, did some drawing, and even had another churro. I don't really know what's next for me, but I'll be vlogging my journey and posting more content about it, so feel free to follow along.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I was just laid off today by the Big Daddy G, that engineering software tool that everybody uses with 2 zeros in the middle of those G's, L-E, you know? And the crazy thing is, I feel so fucking grateful that it happened, and let me tell you why. Hear me out. I know this sounds crazy if you're not used to it, but this is something in the journey I've been on for the past couple of months leading up to this. Like, I started last year and it's just been building, which is like manifesting. And everybody on this fucking app, all I see is manifestation, blah, 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 blah. So I had already had plans to save up and quit by my 31st birthday, which is June 20th. And after that, I was just going to move somewhere else, lower my expenses, and do what I wanted to do in terms of entrepreneurship, things of that nature, whatever. In the last 24 hours, there have been so many signs from like me FaceTiming with my best friend and him posting something that just kind of connected with me and where I am, that when I woke up this morning and this happened,
And that concludes this episode of my incredible podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Share this with your boys and your families. Follow me on Instagram. Smash that bell notification button. And y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace out.